Okay, Anya, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to visualize that you are backstage of the arena. You have 10,000 of your biggest fans chanting your name. Anya, free spirit. Anya, free spirit. Anya, free spirit. And now you're on stage. Wake up. How do you feel?
Rockstar frequency.
Rockstar. Yes, yes. So we met through LinkedIn months and months ago. It feels like it was forever, and then it feels like it was yesterday. And we started working together. You're a rockstar speaker. I'm going through your human design, and there's something about being on the same frequency that you just know. And you have brought a lot out of me, saying, because in the coaching calls and all our calls we have, you're like, people need to hear these band stories. People need to hear all this stuff that I never share with anyone. So, and you really bring that out. So yeah, I'm glad let's kick the show off. Let's talk.
Yeah, this
Let's rock.
one's ours. Amazing. Yeah, G, I'm so happy to be here. So that we are co-creating this together.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, I attended so many rock concerts because, I'm a fan of rock music, punk rock music.
Hmm.
And when you shared with me, like all your adventures, I was like, oh my God, I know that. But like your specialty, like your uniqueness is how you integrate all that knowledge, all that wisdom that you gathered, in all your years, like crazy stories and all the experiences that you had on tours. And you are now integrating in public speaking. This is so valuable. Like, I really, I mean, I'm so privileged. I feel privileged,
Oh,
that,
privileged too.
that we can do this together, and that you are also guiding me on this,
Yeah.
on this path, becoming rock star speaker.
Well, thank you so much. I think what a lot of people don't realize is that your favorite rock stars and pop stars off stage, when they're just being themselves, they're not at their rock star frequency, they're very shy. They're very quiet. A lot of them are even insecure. And that's why I think they make the best songs, and they share their story with so much emotion on stage, because they really uh, peel away all the layers and show who they are. But even if they're nervous, even if they're like tired, because look, they played the same song 1,000 times. They're and it becomes more of a corporate job. It's more like having a city and moving a city to a different city. And there are times,
Production.
yes, yes, there's times when they're tired. They're just tired, and they're like, man, I'm not feeling it tonight. And then that was my job. Get them, okay, come on, you got to. But they flip a switch. And as soon as they walk out on stage, whatever is happening in their personal life, no matter how tired they were, no matter what relationship problem they had, record label problem they had, it all goes away, and they focus on the show. And that's what it's really about, because when you flip that switch. So I want to talk to you about what's it like, what's the feeling you have when you flip that switch? You discovered what your rock star frequency is now, and your videos are popping. What's that feeling like?
It's amazing. I mean, I told you about the story that I had, like quite a lot of anxiety
Mhm.
and I was afraid of public speaking. But then when I reached the point when I really started speaking from my heart, from my
Mhm.
soul, like nothing can stop me there because this is my truth. It's like the say is like, hey, my name is Anja, and I can go like up on the highest mountain in the world and I can scream, my name is Anja, because it's my truth.
Yes.
And everything else, what I'm saying now, it's my truth. So I don't have problems with it. And yeah, I mean, first of all, like let us say hello to our viewers who's watching this on LinkedIn or YouTube or wherever this is streaming. So
Yes.
if yeah, whoever is on the other side, just say hi and tell us where you're from. So we see what's the crowd on the other side. Which arena are we
Yes.
attending?
Yes. Let's see. And people, more comments come in even after the show. And I want to talk to you about, like, one of the big messages you have is to stop hiding. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, we are kind of wired, we are programmed that being a lot, being too much, it's a flaw. It's like that
Right.
people shouldn't be too much. They shouldn't be loud. They shouldn't hide. I mean, they shouldn't like show up. They should be small. They should be in the box.
Right.
They should obey. And yeah, that's bullshit. That's just a story. And I really like when you start working on yourself, like when
Hmm.
you're doing this inner work,
Hmm.
then you see how much you have in you, like within, the power and the message that you want to share, the voice, the energy,
Yes.
everything what is within, like it's impossible to hide. It's impossible. It's gonna burst out, sooner or later. But what I'm really encouraging people is like, hey, you're safe now, especially like when they work with me. Yeah, like they
Right.
are in this safe space
Right.
and they can show up. They can show up who they really are. They can share their message, and like you can help them amplify their voice, as
Yes.
a speaker. If somebody's really visioning like they're gonna stand in the, I don't know, worldwide stages or whatever. But yeah, just stop hiding. Oh my gosh, like just be who you are. Like remove the mask and like, hey, this is me and I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I think it goes back to childhood. I think when we're kids, we're creative. Like we get a toy and we make a fort out of the box. We go out in the yard and play, and we're creative. We're 100% creative,
Yeah.
imagining things. We have imaginary friends, we have stuffed animals, all that, but we're imagining things and we're visualizing, and we don't even realize that we're just creating this world in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Like we're pretending, but it's real to us because we're a kid. Then as we grow up, society gets in the way and starts programming us and tells us, no, you're not special, you're not this creative, you have to do everything logically, and they put pressure, like maybe in primary or secondary school, you had to get up and give a book report in front of the whole class,
Yeah.
and somebody laughed, right? And you shared this on Behind the Mic Live when you went on the TV
Yeah.
audition, and I'd love to hear your
Yeah.
thoughts on that. And it stays with us to where we are now today, 15, 20, 25 years later. So we've got to break that and get back to, I'd love to know more about, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. And people are afraid of being judged. Yeah.
Yes.
People are afraid of being excluded from the tribe
Mm,
or whatever. Yeah. So they
right.
are afraid of not being liked. So that anxiety, that it's like showing up and it's like emerging in this situation, is only because, like, oh my God, what they will think of me. Oh my God,
Right.
what if I do a mistake? Oh my God, like I'm nothing, already, as like my self-worth, like my self-worth and my value is on very, very low level, and now I'm
Hmm.
gonna show up and I'm gonna f even more, like, oh my God, my life will fall apart. Yeah, like these are the thoughts that people are yeah, dealing with, or like they are thinking. But it's, again, this is bullshit. This is a story.
A
It's
story we
like,
tell ourselves. Yeah.
exactly, because it's like nobody really cares, because like people are like, oh my God, like what they will think of me. Nobody really cares about you. It's like they care about themselves,
Too busy
what
thinking
they
of
want.
themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You see,
know.
this is really, it's really ironic. It's
Yeah.
it's so funny because people are like, oh, I have, I don't know, like my hair is a mess, or I have, I don't know, ripped trousers or whatever. They don't care. It's about energy and it's about the message. Yeah. So basically, like how they feel when they are listening to you, like what kind of energy
Right.
you are sharing, and also what you are saying. Of course, if you are, like talking nonsense, it's not going to work because it's probably going to be boring or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's like if you're really telling your truth, and it doesn't matter, like I said, like you can say, hey, my name is, let me see, okay, we have Johan from Atlanta. Hi, Johan. Carol from British Columbia, and Bor from Slovenia. So if you say, are, like that's your truth. And
Yeah.
you scream that. You can
Yeah.
scream that because you believe that from the bottom of your heart. Yeah. And this is like when you craft that message, when you have one message that you want to share with the
Right.
world, just do that. Yeah, just do that. Just speak from the heart, from the soul, and
Yeah. And
nothing can go wrong.
yeah, that really connects to like working with all these different artists. Like I said, they're off stage, they're insecure, they're a little, shy and quiet and stuff. But at some point in their life, they decided, this is what I do. That's it. I heard Ed Sheeran say this on an interview. He's like, there is no plan B. He's like, all his mates were going off to university and becoming doctors, lawyers, finance guys, and he's out there on the street playing music. Well, now, I mean, look at what that guy does.
Yeah.
He's like, when you decide what you're gonna do, that's it. There is no plan B. And I think at some point they all decided, this is who I am. This is what I do. I'm going
Yeah.
to write these songs. I'm going to present these songs. And if people like it, great. And if they don't, fuck them. They're not my fans. I'm going to play to the people that are my fans. And I think a lot of that has to do with, when you really specialize in this, the reframing. Okay, we've been programmed since we were kids for 20 plus years of having to fit in. Social media, which is supposed to make us stand out, makes us fit in even more, because now a computer is telling us if it's good or bad, which doesn't know anything, right? So how can people really reframe, take from all that past programming, say the 5-5 portal's opened up, it doesn't fucking care about the past. It's time to go through and reframe. So let's, yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. It's just like, for example, in terms of public speaking, or like
Mm-hmm.
sharing your message.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is really interesting that, people like they feel this anxiety. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you think about it, yeah, like anxiety and excitement, these are very similar frequencies. Yeah. Like
Right.
you feel
Right.
the same, like the nervous system is kind of, acting the same.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you are afraid, you just say, no, no, like that's my body is just preparing for this very exciting thing. Yeah. That's
Right.
why it's like, like I'm like, "Ah," yeah. And it's excitement. So like reframing, like fear to
Mm-hmm.
excitement. That's
Yeah.
what it really, it's really magical. And also, yeah, breathing. Absolutely. We forget breathing. We were talking about that also, in coaching session,
Yeah.
because this magical pause, like, yes.
Love it. Yes, exactly. People are looking at their volume going, what just happened? But yes, well, that's something when you are
Exactly.
talking on camera. That's why I should say, ditch the script, ditch the perfection, ditch the giving a fuck what anybody thinks. When you add that pause, you just ask the audience a question, right?
Yeah.
And you add that pause, let them think about it, let them catch up, and just when you're connected, subconscious, I know it's up here, but still it's in your heart, subconsciously, it radiates a frequency that when they lock on it, it's indescribable. How would you describe that feeling of when you just connect at a
Yeah,
subconscious level?
it's incredible, like you say. Yeah, sometimes it's that's gonna sound a little bit weird maybe, but after like a recording, like if I'm on a podcast or I record a
Mm-hmm.
video or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, when I watched myself, like I watched my videos and I'm like connecting with myself, like I
Yes.
plug into that energy.
Yes.
So it's really, really powerful. It's really powerful when you have this ability, but that can only happen if you're really, if your heart is open, if you're not thinking, what are you going to say? You're
Right.
just saying it, you're just sharing it.
Right.
So it's just like, open the heart and just share it. Just share
Right.
what you have to say. Of course there's always good to have a structure, especially like if you are like teaching somebody or having a presentation or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. A set
That's
list
always good.
that
Yeah, a
and
set
the
list.
story
Yeah,
structure. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, if you have a speech, in a form of a song, you can learn that if you're working with G, because in his coaching sessions, like he's,
Yeah.
like your, it's really powerful, this, that you are basically structuring your speech, like your
Hmm.
presentation, in a form of a song. Yeah. So it's
Yes.
like everything. Yeah.
Yes.
So bridge and chorus, and yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
really powerful.
Because we
Yeah.
all have favorite songs and we all know the chorus. Very few people know all the lyrics to the song. Very few people know, unless you're in a cover band, know what key it's in, know what instrument, what notes and timing and things. But we all know the chorus to the song. So it's like when you go on camera, on a podcast, on stage, and you got your audience singing the chorus back to you. That's what I'm talking about. That
Yeah,
that rock
that's
star. So
perfect.
we talked
Mhm.
about reframing. Now I want to talk about, because this is one of the focuses of your coaching, is to remember.
Yeah. I mean, remember who you really are.
Yeah.
It's all about that. Yeah. It's all about unlocking that power within. Because sometimes, I mean, you don't have to be loud, always
Hmm.
allowed to be, effective, that people can really hear you. But what you have to, like, really, like, you have to find this inner voice. Yeah. This, well, like, when you really connect to that inner voice, it can be really, really powerful, even if you whisper. Yeah. It, like, this,
Yes.
it's really amazing. And for example, like, there are punk rock bands, and there are,
Yes.
like, country bands, or like artists or whatever. They have completely different genre of music. Some of
Right.
them are loud, some of them
Yep.
are quieter, but you can feel it all, because it's like connected to that inner voice. Yeah. Because they feel what they are singing. So it's not, they're not singing words, they are singing their soul, they are
Yes.
expressing themselves.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, I'm here to be loud. I'm here to be shake shit
Wow.
up. So
That's a great point, because I think in the coaching world, everybody's like, okay, this is the box. You have to fit in the box. You have to have your ideal avatar. She goes to Starbucks. She drives this car. She does this. She does this, and everything. And it's like, and this is one of the things we talked about too, is that there is no fucking box. Get out of
there's
this box. You said it right
yeah,
now.
there's no
You
box.
can,
Box
like,
is just a limitation, like, that we created, like you
yes,
created in your head. Yeah. Like
yes,
how it should be, or like what is possible.
yes. So
Yeah,
when
because
you realize there is no box, and there's a reason why you're here today, there's a reason why you're doing what you do, and your job as the rock star is to present your concert to your fans and to let your fans respond to you. It
yeah,
just cut it down to the very, very simplest things. And we got reframe, remember, and
right.
rise. So yes, let's
Right.
talk about rise. This is my favorite part. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I can talk a little bit about the community,
yeah.
because the thing is, when I'm working with, with people, it's like, we, of course, like, they're sometimes, they decide to finish after like 5 sessions. Yeah, I have enough, like, I'm gonna do everything by
Hmm.
myself. And
Hmm.
then they go, of course, to other coaches, to other mentors. They go through a lot of other modalities, they
Right.
learn. But the most important thing is integration.
Mm.
And people are coming back to me. It's like, oh my
Yes.
God, Anja, like, you really supported me in my process. Like, can you do that again? It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't think that you need one-on-one, but like, if you need like this continuing support, then
Yes.
that's why I created community. It's a Telegram group.
Yes.
Um, Yearly support. Basically,
Yes.
what I'm doing is I'm sharing reframes. So I'm
Yes.
really good at aligning energies and
Hmm.
reframing situations.
Hmm.
So there are so many different concepts and, like, situations that we are dealing with.
Hmm.
And all we need is different perception, this
Right.
different perspective.
Right.
And yeah, I'm sharing that, like, daily, reframing daily situations, but reframe ones. So like, before I said, yeah, like, you can turn this fear, like
Mm-hmm.
anxiety, you can reframe it. Like, instead of like, oh my God, I'm so scared, because I'm going on stage and there are like 300 people. It's like, oh, wow, my body's really preparing. I can feel my heart beating, my body
Yes.
is preparing for this exciting event that's going to
Yes.
absolutely change people's life. You see, that's reframing, because you are saying something different, like from different
Right.
perception. It's the same event, but
Right.
different perception. And
Right.
when you're expanding perception, when you're expanding awareness or
Mm-hmm.
consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
and you are giving your brains also, like information, what is possible, because you
Right.
see it from different angle,
Right.
then you also see more solutions. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really, really powerful. So yeah, yearly, basically daily reframing, and it's also coaching calls,
Yeah.
so monthly coaching calls. It's super powerful. It's yeah, I'm really happy, I'm really proud of that, because it's my joy. It's like what I really like doing it. I see how, how people react, how it helped them. So
Yes. And what I love about Reframe to Rise is it's like having you as their coach in their pocket, like on their phone every day,
no,
because
free spirit in the pocket.
it's like, okay, you just finished a coaching session with a client. You're a little tired. It was really emotional. You're really tired, but man, you got another coaching session coming up, and you just need that pick me up. And you're like, okay, I know, yes, this is what I love to do, and yes, I know they need what I have to say, but man, it's just like what the rock stars feel before they go on stage. Okay, G, do we have to sing the same fucking songs again tonight? If you want to get paid, you do. Okay, all right. We, give them a recharge, right? A reframe, like you're saying, what you do, and get your ass out on stage. And so this is like, because you get these recordings every day and you have them on Telegram forever, right? Like for a while, that when you need that, oh, I just, you don't have time to book a one-on-one necessary. You don't have time. You're in the middle of your day. You're about to go into an interview. You're about to go on a
Exactly.
podcast,
Yeah,
and you're really nervous, and it just, oh, what do I do? You just hit play,
exactly. You just hit
and
play.
there's
Yeah.
Anya, free spirit, right there in your ears, in your soul. That's amazing. When does this launch? When does this, they can sign up now. When does this launch? I'm excited to be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, official launch date is 20th May. So
Okay.
basically 20th May to 2025. It's like, it's a really cool date.
Perfect.
And yeah, it's I mean, we're gonna have so much fun. We already are. It's like people, they have been scattered around, like in
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and LinkedIn and different
Yes.
communities. But now I really wanted to put everything together, and also, my clients. I
Yep.
really hate the word clients, but like
Yeah.
co-creators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Co-creators. I
Uh,
love that. I love
yeah,
that. Yeah.
co-creators.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's happening. A lot is happening, and people are. I mean, one of the things that I really want to also emphasize,
Mm-hmm.
I have support. I have you, I have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
other professionals, coaches, mentors,
Yes.
guides,
Yes.
who are also like holding my space. Yeah. I mean, who are
Yes.
also holding space for me, for my evolution, for my, next stages, how I say, like wins. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And this is, yeah. And that's why we are supporting each other, and now I
Right.
can support also, because I came from A to B, and this is
Mm-hmm.
the wisdom that I'm sharing, of course, but there's always more. I am a student and I am a teacher, and that's
Yes.
like so valuable. And I think that's the message that a lot of people need to hear,
Yes.
especially also in coaching business, because sometimes they're like, oh, I'm afraid to show that I also need support, or like, I'm so ashamed of sharing that I'm struggling. For God's
Right.
sake, you are,
Yeah.
we're
That's a really
human.
good point. Where did this programming, because it's programming, right? We need to reframe this, come in that, okay, you're a coach, I'm a coach, people are paying me, I have to have all the answers. No.
No,
I'm good
no,
at what
not
I
even
do,
close.
but I
Yeah,
have no idea what you do. But when we work together, now I know
yeah,
what you do and we support each other. It's a co-creation. I love that better than clients. I hate using the
yeah,
word
yeah.
clients because, yeah, co-creation. I love that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
co-creation, and it's basically, yeah, like I said, like, what are you bringing to the table, what
Yes.
am I bringing to the table, and
Yes.
what can we cook together? Yeah.
Yes.
And of course there's always an energy exchange. Yeah,
Yes.
always energy exchange, especially like when people come. It's like I tell them, like, hey, I can guide you from here to here. I'm
Yes.
going to empower you, and
Yes.
then you don't need me anymore. You don't need
Right.
me anymore. Go away. I'm gonna kick you out, because like when I will see that you can fly, like this is why you have me, to like conquer that fear. Like, I mean, to really, overcome that fear of flying, of rising.
Yes.
Um,
And
so yeah.
and with Reframe to Rise, even after the coaching sessions are completed, they still have you there
Yeah,
giving them
exactly. With
support
yeah, with the
every day
community.
for a year. I mean, could you
Especially, yeah, and
imagine
they
that?
don't even have to, exactly, and they don't even have to work with me. I don't even have to be
Right.
their mentor or coach. They can just be in the community.
Yes.
Like, it's not only for my co-creators, but
Yes.
it's for everybody who are in any kind of course, any kind of program, any kind of whatever. And they would need this support between sessions. Yeah, because probably you have like weekly sessions or monthly or coaching calls or whatever, but here you have ongoing
Yeah.
support. And it's always, and what I also saw is like a lot of coaches, a lot of mentors, they are offering this ongoing support, but
Mhm.
it's through their lens. Yeah.
Right.
So it's basically, like if you're working with somebody, it's like it's everything, it's through their lens. So that's why I'm really encouraging people to just mix the perspectives, like
Yes.
this is like to expand the perception. Because if you're working with somebody, you're gonna be under his or her influence, and perception and everything, like from start to finish. Also like that, ongoing support, I mean, like in between. But sometimes that's not really healthy, because you have to get another perspective. Yeah,
Right.
I think that's really
Yeah.
valuable. So,
Somebody said it doesn't on StreamYard, it just says LinkedIn user. So I'm sure we know this person, but it said, I'd
okay.
expect my mentor to have a mentor. And I think that's
Oh,
so
that's powerful.
powerful
Yeah.
because coaches are always feeling what they're telling me is that they have to have it all on their shoulders and they have to, and you don't realize the most successful people in the world in any industry have an entire team
Oh my
working
God.
behind the
Yes.
scenes. I saw this every day. I mean, those lead singers have 10 people on the team at least that are with them every day in contact. They have vocal coaches, they have stage coaches, they have therapists, they have dietitians, everybody, physical therapy on the road, everything, a team that keeps them going, right? Athletes have how many coaches and trainers and all this stuff, right? And yet people feel like, oh, well, you have to be alone, and you don't. And you can have, if you want coaching on going on video and Rockstar, then let's work together. You want coaching on, Reframe to Rise, work with Anja. But it's okay to have more than, people should have a, what I'm trying to say is people should have a fucking team around them
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you
We
don't have
already
to
have
do it
an
alone.
invisible team, but it's also good to have a visible.
A visible team. Yeah, exactly. And I think that that may be what's stopping some people from, okay, I already have, because everybody you work with offers a different perspective
Yeah.
and they have a very specialized skill and talent in a certain area. So if you think of it like a puzzle and you've got all these pieces, and this this is what my piece of the puzzle is, this is what yours is, this is what this is, then when you work and you put it all together, and the clients, the co-creators, add to it as well because they've got their
Absolutely.
expertise. So this
Yeah.
isn't you're up here and your co-creators are
No,
down
not at
here.
all. No, this is
You're
completely
here.
wrong. And that was probably like old paradigm.
Yeah.
It's like, I need somebody, I'm struggling. Okay, now I'm gonna, I don't know, hire a god, or somebody who
Right,
proclaim
right, right,
himself or herself as a god or a goddess,
right, right, right.
that with all the answers and everything. And it's like, it's not like that. I'm
Mhm.
so happy when I, like when I meet a person and they are ready to get activated, because like I activate them, yeah, to like really step into their power, to start their own podcast, to start their own business, or to manifest their like dream job, or
Yes.
to just follow their dreams. Hey, do you want to, I don't know, go to Hawaii in 2 3 months or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not possible. Yes, it is. Like when we're working on
Yes.
energy
Yes.
alignment, and when we are really like activating these synchronicities and alignment and everything. Oh my gosh, so many things can happen. But yeah, when somebody is like, yeah, that's not possible, or it's like, um I don't know how to explain. It's like withholding information, yeah,
Right.
from them,
Right. Right.
just so they do not really rise, become better
Right.
than them or whatever.
Right.
And there are quite a lot of people like that out there, and I'm like, no, I want that like that you stand next to me. We are together on stage, and we're like, yeah, we won, we did it, it's amazing, I'm so happy for you, because I really like to see people successful. I really like to see people rise, because we are
Yes.
all pieces of the puzzle, and we are all here to rise collective
Yeah.
consciousness, to contribute.
And
So
and the excitement that you have when you just feel like you're in sync, you're locked in with everything is contagious. It resonate, it radiates when you talk. I mean, you especially. Every time I see you on video, it just radiates, right? But when people are like, because when they feel they've been reframed to go from this is scary to this is the best time, I'm going to have the best show on the planet, to, well, they can't afford my service or they don't have time, to they're fucking crazy if they don't work with me, but that's okay. I don't want to trigger anyone, but because I'm really good at this, and maybe they're not at the right time right now, but that doesn't stop anybody from doing anything. And when you have that, and then the 5-5 portal, just, that energy of like, okay, we're going on this journey. This is where we're going. You're welcome to join us. Come join us. That's great. Or not. It's up to you. The train is
exactly, it's an open invitation.
moving.
I always say it's an open invitation. It's not selling. It's not, I don't convincing or
Right.
whatever, because I
Right.
know what I'm doing. I know it's
Right.
absolutely amazing. I know that I'm one of the best one in the world. I know that, yeah,
You have to
in
feel.
what I'm
Yes.
doing. I
Yes.
know that. I'm like, confident, and I can say that. And I want that people who work with me, who are next to me, I open my world to them.
Yes.
I open my network to them. I
Yes.
also connect them to all these change makers worldwide, like
Yes.
all my friends are,
Are-
co-creators. They
yes.
can become your co-creators,
Yes.
that's how it goes. So
And that's
yeah.
a great, and that is the shift in the paradigm. It's no longer educational and transactional. It's transformational. I mean, I don't know. I like that
And
different word.
alignment. It's all about
Alignment. I love
alignment.
that. Alignment.
Yeah.
Alignment. This is what you do. This is what your co-creator does. And when you get together, it's just like, wow, this is amazing. So
So,
yeah.
G, are you
Yeah.
gonna share a little bit story?
Oh, okay,
I'm
Rose.
curious
Yeah,
about
sure.
that.
Well, I mean, I've signed NDAs, so I never really talk about the artists themselves. I just talk about the situation or
We
the
have
feeling
two
or
from
whatever.
Slovenia. Have you seen Nina
Yes,
and Bor?
yes.
I
And
think,
and
yeah,
I
I'm
I
pretty
did.
sure
I
there
will
are
say
even
that
more, but yeah.
one of the best bands I ever toured with, and I say this to everybody, is Laibach. And I know they're pretty big in Slovenia, and they were the nicest people I've ever worked with. They had the best crew I've ever worked with. I know a lot of my LA and New York people are like, "What?" It's just there was a synergy there, and they thought our bread tasted like sugar. So every day we tried to get as much fresh bread as we could, from catering and stuff. But they were the nicest people. And talk about somebody who has a message. Talk about somebody who was really influential. I don't know all the details of what was going on over there, but I know he was a very big part of that, and empowering people. And it goes to what I say, the ego to talent ratio. The higher the talent, the lower the ego. The higher the ego, the lower the talent. You know, I worked a very tiny club in Nashville on Sunday nights. It was maybe 250 people capacity. And every Sunday night we broadcast on radio. And so it was like more acoustic. Sometimes there were bands, but it was very, very small stage, very small crowd, very intimate, very personal, right? And I had everybody walk on that stage. And one time Bernie Taupin walked in. And I walked up to him and I said, what do you want? I was doing sound. I said, what do you want in your monitor? He goes, just a little vocal, a little guitar. Sounds good. And that was it. And then he sound checked and I was like, how's it sound? He said, sounds great. And I'm like, okay, great. And had a great show. Bernie Taupin, if anyone doesn't know, is the songwriter for Elton John. He
Wow.
is the one who wrote all the lyrics for every Elton John song that you love. This guy got up there and just sang every one of my favorite songs. He writes the lyrics like a poet, like a storyteller, and Elton would write the music, would take the lyrics and then create music to it and then put the vocal to it. And Bernie just has a great voice. And the flip side is work with some young act that thinks they're all that because they are on radio, because they're on MTV at the time or whatever. And they come in there and they're just like this complete handful. And I'm like, okay. And we get their thing going and they play their show and everyone's just kind of like, well, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's nothing, so I don't say that lightly. I don't say that to put people down, but I think it's that way in the coaching world. I think it's that way in any business. You are here for a reason and you have a talent. And when you know 100% that this is what you're meant to do, the talent rises. The ego goes away. You don't have to convince people you know what you're doing. You don't have to look down at people. Oh, I'm talking to a VA for a podcast. You talk to everybody at the same level, regardless of what their title is, regardless of what revenue is, regardless of where you think you are on the social scale or followers or any of that. And talent always rises. People that are talented rise, and talent attracts talent. People want to work with people they enjoy working with, people that they can get something from, like they're connected to, and also people that are open to receive ideas. So I want to wrap up with your thoughts on that. And I just want to say this was an awesome show. This is, I'm just so excited. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you very much. Yeah, the baseline of everything, that we said, it's that we are talking, it's we are multidimensional energy beings with limitless power to create our own reality. So when you step into whatever you are doing, when you step with that energy in that, and you just like embody, like you already won. You already
Yeah.
won. So
Yeah. And
amazing.
everybody sign up for Reframe to Rise. It launches. The sign up is now. You'll put the sign up in the comments, and it launches live on 20th May. That's very
Yay!
soon. And you're going to have this level of Anja's coaching and inspiration and energy and just you hit play and there she is right there. Just like
Yeah, and
broadcast.
whoever wants to work with G, he
Yeah.
also carries this little black book with VIP singers and artists, so that's one more reason to hire.
I treat everybody that I work with, I refer to people as rock stars. I don't take that lightly, and I don't use it as, oh, you're a
I
good person,
know.
you're a rock star. I really feel my why is I discover and develop talent. I saw it the moment we first had that coffee chat months ago. I can see it as soon as I see somebody on video, it lights up. And when they light up, I go, they're a fucking rock star. Let's work together. And
Yeah,
so I only want to work with the right people that are ready to take action, that are like, okay, I'm tired of being in a cover band. I'm ready to be, a rock star on arenas. And I am telling you, you are changing the world, and what we're planning over the next couple months is just it's the portal's open and now it's time to rock.
I
Yes.
know. I
Yes.
know.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in. We're going to do this once a month. We'll send out invites and everything for June. We really appreciate everybody. Just remember that you are a rock star, and it is time for you to reframe and rise. I'll let you close it out. Thank you, Anja.
Keep on shining, beautiful people.
Love
Bye.
it. See you. Ciao.